My beloved listener, if you've clicked on this video today, understand that your guardian angel has led you here for a reason, and I need you to truly hear me, not just the words, but the emotions behind them, the weight of what I am about to share, and the truth that has been suffocating me for far too long. There is something I have carried within me, a truth I never intended to reveal, something I thought I could keep buried, but the burden has become unbearable, gnawing at my soul, poisoning my every thought, every moment, every second of my existence, and I can no longer pretend that everything is fine, because the reality is, I have been living a lie, shielding you from something I convinced myself would only cause unnecessary pain. But in doing so, I have only caused more damage, more heartbreak, more distance between us. And it is time for me to finally break the silence. No matter how terrifying it is, no matter how much I fear losing you, no matter how much I dread the consequences of my words, because you deserve honesty, and I owe it to you, to myself, to the love we have built, and to the trust I have betrayed, even if it means dismantling everything we once held sacred, even if it means tearing down the walls I so carefully constructed to protect you, because I see now that what I thought was protection was merely avoidance, cowardice disguised as concern, and I refuse to continue living in this deception. I refuse to let this secret rot inside me. So I need you to listen, to stay with me until the end, to hear every word I have to say before you decide what comes next, before you make your choice, before you turn away from me forever. Because what I am about to reveal will change everything, and I cannot predict how you will react. But I know one thing for certain. I love you. I have always loved you, and that love is the one truth that has remained unshaken despite the mistakes I have made, despite the choices that have led me here, despite the shame I now carry. And it is because I love you that I cannot keep this from you any longer, even if it means losing you, even if it means watching you walk away. Because love, real love, deserves honesty, even when that honesty is painful, even when it threatens to unravel everything we have built. And so here I am, speaking these words with trembling hands, with a heart that feels as though it might shatter beneath the weight. Why I allowed myself to believe that silence was the better option. Why I convinced myself that keeping the truth buried was an act of love when, in reality, it was only a slow and agonizing betrayal. And I know now that I was wrong, that every moment I spent hiding this from you was another crack in the foundation of our love, another wound I inflicted upon us, both without realizing that the pain of deception is always greater than the pain of truth. And so I am here, finally laying everything bare, finally surrendering to the reality I have been running from. And the truth is this: I was involved with another woman, not just any woman, but someone connected to your family, a distant relative, someone I should have never crossed paths with in that way. Someone I should have walked away from the moment I realized the gravity of what I was doing. but I didn't, and I cannot explain away my choices. I cannot excuse them. I can only tell you what is in my heart, and what is in my heart is regret, deep, suffocating regret that has clung to me like a shadow, haunting my every waking moment, reminding me of the pain I have inflicted upon you before you even knew it existed. And I know that nothing I say can erase that pain. Nothing can undo the past. But I need you to know that my love for you has never been a lie. That despite my mistakes, despite the way I have broken your trust, you are the one who changed my life. You are the one who showed me what love truly is, what it means to be seen, to be understood, to be cherished in a way I never thought possible. And it is because of that love that I ended things with her, that I distanced myself from the past, that I tried to erase the mistake I had made before it could reach you, before it could taint what we had. But secrets have a way of festering, of growing heavier with time. And no matter how much I wanted to believe I could carry this alone, I see now that I cannot, that I should not, that the only way forward is through the truth, no matter how much it hurts. And so here I am, telling you everything, exposing my flaws, my failures, my deepest shame, because I cannot bear the weight of it any longer. And I need you to know that I never meant to hurt you, that I never wanted to betray you, that every choice I made was born from fear, from weakness, from a misguided attempt to protect you from the truth. But I see now that honesty is the only real form of protection, and I should have told you sooner. I should have trusted you enough to believe that we could face this together, but instead, I let my fear dictate my actions. I let my guilt control me, and for that, I am truly, deeply sorry. And I know that sorry is not enough, that apologies do not mend broken trust, that words cannot undo what has been done, but they are all I have right now. And I offer them to you with every ounce of sincerity in my soul, hoping that you will hear them, that you will feel the depth of my remorse, that you will understand that despite my failures, my love for you is real, unshaken, unbreakable, and I know that I have no right to ask for forgiveness, no right to expect anything from you. But I will still say this: I want to fight for us. I want to mend what I have broken. I want to rebuild the trust I shattered. And I will do whatever it takes to prove to you that I am not the sum of my mistakes, that my love for you is greater than the wrongs I have committed, that you are the one I choose, now and always. And I know that this is not something that can be fixed with mere words, that healing takes time, that trust, once broken, is not easily restored. But I am willing to do the work, to face the consequences of my actions, to stand before you fully exposed, fully vulnerable, fully at your mercy, because you mean everything to me. And I cannot bear the thought of losing you without at least trying to make this right. So I ask you, with all the love in my heart, with all the sincerity I possess, please, just listen, just hear me out, just give me a chance to show you that my love is real, that my regret is real, that the man standing before you now is not the same man who made those mistakes, because loving you has changed me. Losing you would destroy me, and I am willing to fight. to prove to you that despite my past, despite my failures, despite the pain I have caused, what we have is worth saving. And I hope, with every fiber of my being, that you can find it in your heart to believe that too. I couldn't shake the fear that telling you the truth would drive you away, that I would lose you forever. So I convinced myself that keeping it to myself, keeping you in the dark, was the best way to protect our relationship. But now I see that hiding it only caused more pain. Every day I battled with the fear of being exposed, and in the process, I eroded the trust we once shared. I told myself I was protecting you, but the truth is, I was protecting myself, shielding myself from shame, from the consequences of my actions. And in doing so, I made everything worse. Now, I stand here, fully aware of the damage I've caused. I've hurt you, betrayed your trust, and inflicted pain I never intended. For that, I am profoundly sorry. I can't undo my mistakes, and I can't take away the hurt I've caused. But please know this, I never meant to hurt you, not in a million years. I simply didn't know how to handle the situation, and I made all the wrong choices. You deserve so much more than what I've given you. You deserve honesty, respect, and love. And I failed you in ways that weigh heavily on my heart. You have every right to be angry, hurt, and disappointed. I can only begin to imagine the pain I've caused. If I could turn back time and make different choices, I would, but I can't. What I can do is take responsibility. I can own my mistakes, acknowledge your pain, and do whatever it takes to rebuild what I shattered. I don't expect forgiveness overnight. I understand that trust, once broken, isn't easily restored. But I ask you to see who I am now, who I am striving to become. I ask for the chance to show you that my love for you is real, that my feelings are not overshadowed by past mistakes, and that I am committed to making things right. Healing will take time. I know that. It won't happen in a single conversation or a single apology, but I am willing to put in the effort, no matter how long it takes. I want to prove to you that I can be the partner you deserve, someone you can depend on, someone who will always be honest with you. Please take all the time you need to process this. I will be here, ready to answer your questions, to listen, to understand your pain. I don't expect you to forget what I've done, but I hope you'll allow me to work toward earning back your trust piece by piece. There's something else I need to share with you. This woman from my past, she has kept this secret from you too. Her silence has added to the pain and confusion, making everything even harder. And I realize now that everything needs to be brought into the open. I am ready to be completely transparent, no matter how difficult it is, so you can fully understand the situation. Please know that this was never about you. It was about my own fear, my own confusion, and my failure to be honest when it mattered most. I should have told you from the beginning, and I regret that deeply. But by sharing everything now, I hope we can begin to heal. I don't expect you to forgive me instantly, but I want you to see my commitment to making things right. You are my heart, my soul, and I will never stop fighting for us.